Okay. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing, ladies and gentlemen. Testing 1, 2, 3. Do you read me over? Anybody out there? Is there anybody out there? Hello? Is there anybody out there? Just not if you can hear me. Oh, is there anyone home? Hey, someone can see. I don't know what they see of me. Hey, everybody, P. Dizzy, can you see me? I'm trying to get this stream up here and running. Hey, what do you think, everybody? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yes, loud and clear. Hello, hello. Good evening, everyone. It's Catfish Tyler in a new version, a new and improved broadcasting format. Yay! Thank you for being here. Turn the volume up. All right, let's hear it again. Woo hoo! And I don't even have my speakers plugged in. Let's plug them in. Now let me just do something here because this has been a long time since I've done this way here, folks. Been a very long time since I've done this here like this. So you're just gonna have to bear with me. All right. Well, cheers, everybody. Oh yeah, look at everybody here. What's up, everybody? Hey, you are the real ghost brother. Yes. Hey, yes, loud and clear. Hello, Cat. David Westbrook. All right, Johannes Extabe. I'm going crazy with options this week. This earnings will be crazy. Yes, SoFi song to start off. Yes, we can hear you. Yes. All right. Well, it's been a while since I've done this, so just bear with me. I'm going to make this screen here a little bit bigger here. Whoop, like that. Woo, fancy schmancy stuff. You guys have, many of you, never seen this before. What I'm going to do now is move my pick down below here just a little bit so you guys can see everything. Oh yeah, 130%. Oh yeah, and then I disappear. See, I'm a magician making myself disappear, and there I am again. Welcome, everybody. Well, my Detroit Lions, they play with a lot of heart, but their coaching needs a little bit of restraint at times. I think Campbell's getting a little Campbell, I think I want to call him these days. Yeah, you can't kick an onside kick when you've got momentum and you got 11 minutes in the game. You got Goff who just scored a touchdown with his team in 2 minutes and 17 seconds, and then you kick an onside kick with 11 minutes left and the guy catches the ball and runs down and gets the 5 yard line. So you can't do that kind of stuff there. You need to play by the stick to it and you'll win. You stick to the game the way it's supposed to be played. Don't gamble. Don't gamble. Don't do it there, Campbell. No gamble. Breaking news. Better set up, man. I'm proud of you. Thank you very much. And I got some other things if you'll just hold on for just a jiffy pop because I can show you my timeout. See? And on the main screen, I actually have some other things that I can introduce here to you that I think that you'll probably enjoy. If you'll just give me a second here, maybe I can pull it up. I've removed a lot of things that I had on there because it was starting to slow things down quite a bit. But I do have some other very neat stuff in here. And one of the other ones, well, I guess I took it out. We'll add it right now so you can see this. It's a cool feature. We're gonna add. I think it's gonna be media source. Maybe I shouldn't try that right now. I won't try that right now. But I want to show you guys uh, that I think it's going to happen tomorrow. Some people might be asking. Hello, hello, hello. Yes, breaking news. Chiefs Lions Super Bowl. It could easily be. Yeah, very seems likely. Very seems likely. Just in case you're wondering, Right now, everybody, good evening. I'm having my favorite cocktail of the holiday season. I'm having some Captain Morgan and eggnog this evening. Captain Morgan and eggnog. And I also have Mountain Dew that I'm ready to pour here into this soon. We got to back up to wash down our Captain Morgan eggnog. Welcome, everybody. Yes, hey, Kat, I did not know you did night gigs. Well, I don't usually, but the Lions played the early 4:30 game and basically gave that game away. But they got to have some other teams win once in a while. You got to make the game, fair for everybody. Let everybody win once in a while. They got to keep it, even keel. But fortunately, we're still going to have the advantage for top seed because we have the most wins in our division over the other team that just tonight I think defeated and tied our record. But we are going to be still the top seed because of the most wins in our division. That's the way that works out. And so, even though it's sad that they couldn't have played a little bit more by the book and not done so, again, I think Campbell's a little gambly at times, and we need to get him a little restrained, a little. But anyway, hey, cheers to everybody. Glad you're here with me. Now, I want to talk to you about tomorrow, and the reason that it is because sometimes, folks, I feel like I'm asked to, or something compels me to say something to you. Okay, so here's what I think could happen. I think there's going to be some buying pressure because I think the shorts do have to cover. And there's about 50, I think there's around 57,000 that are going to be in the money. And not that I want to give away everything for tomorrow because I've got a lot of stocks we're going to be watching tomorrow on a list right here. And you might want to watch them and put them on your watch list for tomorrow. One of them was a stock that was up 14% on Friday, and that stock is called HOVR. And over the last month, that stock is up 38%. I'm also going to have my eye on OPTT. It was up 15% on Friday. And beside that 15%, it's up 126% in the last month, very much like SoFi. OPTT, everyone. All right. And the next one is PL. Now, I own a little bit of PL, and I want you to be aware of keep an eye on PL because it was up 3% on Friday, but over the last month, that stock's up 52%. So let's keep an eye on PL. And then SMCI, 5-day chart shows down 17% on SMCI, but the 1-month chart is up 67%. So we got to keep an eye on that one, SMCI. 5-day chart, they've run it down now 17%. And that's usually about the attrition time is a week or so, week 10 days. See how far they can push it. Maybe they'll get to a certain number of a 6.6 or a 1.3 or something we know they want to aim for in 88, and we can pick that up. So SMCI. And then another thing is this other stock I noticed yesterday looking at the charts, Lumen, a day trade dream stock. Okay, Lumen. We're going to keep our eye on that, and that might be the one I day trade all day tomorrow. Now, when it comes to another one, that is Lucid, LCID, and Lumen is LUMN, in case you didn't know that. All right, SMCI is no good. They got kicked out of the QQQ. Okay. Thank you, P. Dizzy. Um, and according side is iffy on SAMCI. Okay. Chitwood, nice. Cheers. Yes. Happy Sunday, Steve J. Yes. Welcome, Steve. Fortnick Chills. Rock on, dude. SoFi, Planeteer, Tesla. All good. Yes. Let's go. Yes. David Westbrook, Chiefs, Lions, Super Bowl. Yes. Mr. Somebody. Breaking news. P. Dizzy, better setup. Man, I'm proud of you. Yes. Hey, Kat, I did not know you did night things. SoFi, yes. Oh, I have all kinds of hidden capabilities. I've been doing this. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to know I started doing this like this years ago, about a year and a half ago. I was streaming like this, and when I was streaming like this a year or so ago, I wasn't getting but 3 or 4 or 500 views a day. It was when I went to my phone and was streaming in that vertical that I started getting 10,000 views a day, 12,000 views, 17,000. And I realized, holy crap, I can't keep streaming in this format, although it's very nice and it looks good and it's very professional and you can see everything clearly and you can see me and so forth. It still it doesn't reach as many people, unfortunately. It just doesn't reach as many people. And I thought, it was more important going into this to get to more people, to get the word out about SoFi than it was to have the niceties of this, full screen and everything nice and big and lit up. And it's nice. I agree. And I can stream over here. I can switch right here and take my picture, and I can drop it down like this right here. If you'll give me a second. There we go. And once I get it there, then I can pull up my display screen, and you guys can see what's on my display capture right here. Boom, just like this. And I'll try and put it up to the top, and then my picture right above it. And then you should be able to see everything I see right here. Woo! Isn't that nice? There you go. Very professional. Now, I want to show you something that there's a big article here by Jennifer Sable of The Motley Fool. And her headline was very nice, caught my attention. Could buying SoFi stock today set you up for life? I said, well, I'll have to read that. But here's what I want you to know. It's a very well thought out article. It's very well written. It's very well constructed, and it has all the T's and the I's are dotted and the crosses and everything's there. And yes, they're supportive of this stock. Motley Fool is definitely supportive. Now, one thing that you may or may not know is one thing about Motley Fool that I know, and you'll see this down in the comments because I went here and commented on this excellent article, and I commented to the following. And what I said was, Motley Fool has Randy Zuckerberg on their board of directors, and she has been with them for several years. I wonder if Randy's brother Mark thinks the same way about SoFi that Motley Fool does, is the question I asked. And just letting you know that Mark Zuckerberg, he's pretty wealthy, and if his sister's sitting on a panel, the guys in control of the Motley Fool, and they're pushing SoFi stock, you might imagine he might be a buyer of that stock. I could be wrong, but I don't think so. I need overnight SoFi dip to get back in buy order at 596. The lowest resistance level right now, I'm sorry, is not going to get you there. The lowest is going to be $15.83. Okay, 1583 would be probably the lowest you're going to see again if we ever even see that. But that's the low resistance right now, and very stern there, very stern resistance there. But what I do know is the consensus is from the calls that came out over this past week and on Friday, we're going to $18, 18 to 18.50, folks. That's what everyone thinks. And I could be wrong, but I don't think so. The consensus among everyone also is about a 92% chance of a Fed rate cut coming this week. Now, as my friend Cal over at Trending Stocks, and I recommend you go check him out because I get a lot of data from him that I share with you. And in fact, he was the one that I got the information from tonight that right now there were 24,000 shares in the money at 16, and there was 8,000 at 1650, and right now 29,000 at 17 for a price of SoFi. Uh, David Westbrook, 1596. Yep, you could get that. But also, like I said, 1583. And we're probably going to see high resistance at 1691 and 1757. So my presumption is we will be selling up through there, the numbers that I have on my sheet, and then we'll get pullbacks. Of course, we're going to get pullbacks, folks. Listen, so here's why I'm up here and I'm talking to you tonight. I want to tell you why, what I think is going to happen. What I think is that SoFi is going to, in the morning, have a nice run up, which would be supported by, and the catalyst is shorts having to return and cover all those shares that were in the money on Friday. So when you got shorts that need to cover, that puts buying pressure on the stock. So what I want you to do is I want you to put your sell orders in tomorrow at the following numbers, and I hope that you'll take a picture of this because I've shown this to many people on this channel many, many times, but I want you now to please consider putting your sell orders in at these numbers right here, buy sell sheet. And let's see here, just give me a second. Yep. Okay, there you go. Buy sell volume indicators. Nope. Buy sell numbers. There it is, right there. So this is where I want you to look at having your sell orders tomorrow, everyone, please. And please do not look at these numbers over here as the numbers. Don't look at these numbers as the ones, but consider these to be in the 17s. All right, so here's where we're selling tomorrow: 1706, 1707, 1708. And folks, I want you to put these sell orders in good till cancel plus extended hours, because whether or not they fill tomorrow morning doesn't matter. They're going to fill one day. Just put them in at 1706, 1707, 1708, and then hopefully you'll get to buy back at 1678 or 1689 or 1693 or 1694. And then you're going to sell at 1711, 1712, 1713, 1714. Put these all in good till cancel plus extended. Then come in and buy back after that at 1701 to 1707 and 1708. And then you're going to sell here at 1714, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 1720. I definitely want you to sell through this range, folks, because there is going to be resistance, and that resistance is going to be at 1757. But that's the biggest resistance. But there will be resistance at these points along the way, is what I'm trying to get at. All right, so use these numbers that you're seeing on this sheet and catch the pullbacks. You'll be selling at 1722, 1723, 1724, 1731, 1732, 33, 34, sell at 1738, 39, because I'm going to tell you right now, folks, from my experience, they're going to stop it at one of these numbers and they're going to pull it back from there, possibly $1. Okay, so sell at 1743, 1744, 1746, 47, 48, 49, 1750, 1754, 1755, 1756. Put these in good till cancel plus extended small increments, folks. Just put them in. Put them in all the way up to 1764, 1766. Because listen, tomorrow, you never know. I've already been telling everybody here about this stock. It's going to get very, very radical, far more radical than it is right now. Okay, there's going to be big differences. This is going to start making big, big moves on coverages, and then big pullbacks again after they return the shares and borrow them right back, and then sell, sell, sell. Folks, I'm telling you, this is something, this is, like I said, we're at the stage with SoFi that it truly is the perfect time to be in it, okay, for day trading. Let's see. Happy Sunday, says Steve J. Nice. Cheers. Thank you, SR Chrisbaum. P Dizzy TV, SM Sides, no good. All right. How about ABT Soundhound? Soundhound, I love it. I love it. I've been telling people it's in my long portfolio, and I've shown people for a year and a half. Sound bought it in the $4 range. Still accumulate. SOUN is very good. Pulling any pullback of that stock of 3 or 4% and get some more of it. SOUN. Uh, Let's see here. Chitwood, thanks, Kat. So you're welcome, SR Crib Bomb. Chitwood. Yep. David Westbrook, I need an overnight SoFi dip to get back 596. I understand 1596. Okay. Susan, hey there, Susan. Welcome to the tank. David Westbrook, 1596, Cat. Got it. Hello, Susan H. Hey, hi there, David. Yep, and everybody's here. I do like the version of this version of streaming. Oh, I agree with you. I know this is a far better, far more superior. And I want to thank you all for being here with me this evening. I decided to just discuss what I think is going to happen tomorrow, and I think we're going to see a very big spike. And I'm not sure how it will come out, whether they spike it down first and then a run back up, or if we're going to see a big run up on the covering of everybody that has to cover for Friday, because there was a lot of shares in the money. What is let's take a look at 24,000 times 16. Alexa, what is 24,000 times 16?
24,000 times 16 is 384,000.
Well, so right in the morning, someone's got to cover $384,000 worth of the, okay. Now I also want you to know, overnight price. Mahir 1646 is overnight price. Okay.
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
That's funny. Uh, so listen, folks. For those of you, this is kind of a late night pre-market tomorrow update. Tomorrow we're going to be watching HOVR, which was up 14% on Friday, and over the last month is up 38%. We want to see if we can get a pullback on HOVR. We want to look at PL stock, which was up 3% on Friday, but over the last month, it's up 52%, folks. PL. All right, we need to look at that one. And then a big play has been OPTT. Folks, on Friday, it was up 15%, but look at the 1 month, it's up 126%. OPTT. So if we can see any pull down on OPTT tomorrow morning. So we're going to be watching Hover, PL, OPTT. We just got warned away from SMCI, but just so you know, that stock on the 5-day is down 17%, but on the 1 month it's up 67%. So I thought there might be a bounce, but he's saying stay away. We got one other tank member that knows more about them, so he kind of warned us away against SMCI. But we're also going to be looking at LUMN because, folks, if I show you LUMN's chart, check this out. Hold on. Here we go. All right, it's loading up right now. There we go. Look at this, folks. This is day trade money like you wouldn't believe. At 9:30 in the morning, the price was 634. By 9:40, 15 minutes, it was at 647. That's 13 cents. They always do this to folks. Then the price, just 15 minutes later, was at 636. And then it went up to 645. And then it dropped back down in 20 minutes to 634 again. And then it went up to 654. And then it came down to 642.41. And then it went up to 650. And then down to 644. And then up to 653. And then down to 645. Oh my gosh, folks, this is a day trade dream stock. I'm telling you, we can make some good money on this one. Man, oh man, the volume 7,511,000, and holy smokes, that thing made how many 10-cent runs? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I mean, 17 times. That's $1.70 spread, folks, by the end of the day trading this crazy thing. LUMN. Wow. I tell you, man, I've shown you guys how I can have my open position by the end of the day is 400, but I ended up making 2,800 on the stock that day by day trading it. Let's see here. Josh Cyber. I do like this version. Thank you, Josh. Mahir, 1646. Overnight price, 1650. Now steadily climbing, but if it dips in the morning, I'm going to buy the dip. Yep. Yep. Philip Burgess, 1650 now. Thank you. Do do much for a dip, 1650. Check out SENS, okay? Does SMCI have accounting problems? Somebody said their numbers are a little bit fidgety or whatever. That's one of the things. There could be questionable bookkeeping going on. So iffy numbers they call them. Yep, not like SoFi, but iffy. All right. Well, I just wanted to jump on here and tell you about my thoughts for tomorrow. I want you guys and gals to please put sell orders in high tomorrow, just for the hell of it. And I also want you to put them in really low. Okay? I want you to do both. I want you to put sell orders in very high, going up to as high as in the 18s, 1806, 1807, 1808, 1813, 14, 15, 16. Do them all the way up. Folks, I don't know. One of these times, if you've got these sell orders in up like I do to $39, you might wake up and see every one of them filled. I know that sounds bizarre, but it's very within reason for a stock that has the kind of news that could break, that could push it that high, that quickly. Not including just the mere news that comes out every day. You know, this deal that they just made down in South America, well, Mexico, they're doing a deal with Galileo, the company that SoFi owns, and has Galileo now has over 150 million customers around the world that are all using their cloud-based way to make everything more secure in their financial transactions. And Galileo in and of itself, sure, maybe SoFi overpaid for Galileo, maybe they overpaid for Technisys, and maybe at that point in time they did dilution to the share value. But at this stage, as Anthony promised, they're going to start see their returns. It'll all start coming back to the fold, to the flock. It'll start gathering, and it's doing that now. And this deal that we signed with last week with Plata, it's the Mexican, it's a Mexican credit card company down in Mexico, and their Plata is going to be with this type of integration of Galileo into them. They're going to emerge as the possible top credit card that customers can turn to make sure that their transactions are quickly done and efficiently done and under the complete security, the top level that you can get with Galileo. And folks, and then this other deal that they got with the company called Mesh, I believe it is. I mean, and then you got the deal that they just signed with a $258 billion company, uh, Fortress, that said, "Hey, Anthony, come get $2 billion. We'll let you loan it out to your customers with 740 beacon scores." So, but listen, tomorrow, yep, I'm looking at these other stocks. I'm going to thank you for that. Let's see, check out SENS. All right, let's go look at it. SENS. Hold on. Why not? If we can catch one for tomorrow and it's going to run, let's look at it. SENS. Hold on. I'll look at NLST as well. By the way, when you give me this Philip Burgess, when you tell me about a winner, baby, I got your name by it. Okay. SENS Philip. Someone told me about CADL, and They mentioned it to me a while back, and I thought it was a great idea, and I bought it, and I made $14,000 that day on it. But I didn't sell by the end of the day. And then in the after hours, they did a public share offering. I'm down $60,000 on that, and I laugh about it. Isn't that funny? Oh, let's get this down here, though. We got to make sure everybody gets it. PHILIP. All right. Thank you, Philip Burgess. I got your name next to SENS, and I'm looking at it now. Wow, running up. It ran up big in the after hours. What was the news? What happened? Provides update on ever since 365 launch. That was 6 days ago. What happened in the after hours on SENS? I'll watch it, but I'll just put a question by it up, and I'll put up 12% or almost 13% in after hours, but don't know why. Okay, and NLST. Let's go look at it. Net list. And NLST is being offered up by G.R. Perez. G.R. Perez. Thank you. And NLST. And I want you to know, folks, that this whoever, if you pick out a stock and I check it out and I invest in it, and I'm running it up and I make 14 grand, and then I'm stupid enough to stay with it all day and not sell it at the end of the day. And nine times out of 10, listen, I keep a rule, and you people know I usually don't hold a stock. I sell it at the end of the day. I don't like to hold them over. I really don't. I like to sell them and have one share left just to monitor how it does in the future. So it was a very rare occasion for me to keep that stock the other evening and not sell it all off because I like to have cash the next day to buy with the next thing. But I took a chance with it and I lost my butt on it. But one thing's for sure. With CADL, I'll just move it all over slowly over to another one, and I'll do it very, very incrementally because 6 months from now, CADL might go through the third phase all the way through and pass the prostate cancer thing and go up 600% that day. Listen, folks, you haven't lost a dime until you sell it at a loss, period. And if you can afford to just be patient, be patient. Okay. Let's see here. NLST. Well, let's look at the 6 month chart on this. It looks like a falling knife. And it looks like it has absolutely no volume behind it. So I would stay away from this. NLST does not look like it's doing well. I'm sorry. And when we click on analysis over here, their 1 year return is down 10%. And they have one analyst recommending to buy this stock. One. And I see they're making fairly good revenue, but their earnings, I don't see any earnings. I don't see any positive earnings ever. And their EPA estimates are all negative. So no, I don't like that NLST. Nope, that doesn't appeal to me one single bit. That doesn't have any good attributes to it that I can pick out looking at it briefly. And there's just not enough. You don't want to put your money into a stock that doesn't have a following with a lot of people behind it, retail or institutionally. It's just not a wise investment, in my opinion. I could be wrong, but sorry, I cannot back that one. Now, this one here, SENS, if we look at the 6 month chart on it, what does it look like? It's up 11% on the last 6 months. So, and it's really starting to catapult right now. You can see that. And it's at a point of resistance. So, if it can break this point, it could go right on off here. Looks good. I just don't know what the news is that made it go up 12% in the after hours, and I don't see any news breaking on it. But we'll look for it. We'll watch it. We'll watch it tomorrow morning. Let's see. I did NLST. Hopefully CADL. Yes, will run back up. Yes. See you fishers tomorrow. Yes, Susan H. SEN is up to 60% last week. Yep. Ran up to 60C. The CFO, CEO both bought more shares after they gave their update on the ever since 365. Okay. Thank you, Philip. It's good to know why something's happening. Okay. Well, it's one to keep an eye on, but one thing's for sure. There's typically not a lot of volume on this. 7 million shares, 7 million at 44 cents. That's $3.5 million, 3.5 million, 7 million, yeah, $3.5 million per day in money in this thing. So think about that. All right, but thanks for bringing it to our attention. We'll watch it tomorrow on the radar. Well, I'm not going to stay on here any longer, folks. I just want to let you know what I think is going to happen tomorrow with SoFi. Okay, SoFi is a stock that we talk about here the most. There was a very good article written about SoFi today. I want you to know that uh, I appreciate you being here with me in this new format, trying it out tonight, and letting you guys take a look. And with SoFi, I expect to see tomorrow, like I said, a possible quick run up, but I think it's going to swing another dollar tomorrow. So we're going to see buy orders that should be going in at somewhere around 15, 48, 49, 15.50, as low as even 15.33. Just because I don't know what they're going to do, but they're really making this thing swing a lot. So why not put them down there? Put some buy orders in there at 15.31, 15.33, 15.48, 49.50, 15.50. Do it 15.54, 15.55. And if they don't fill, they don't fill. But if they knock it down, you'll get the low of the day, folks. And then your sell orders, like I should be, you should have them at 16.48, 49, 50, 16.56, 16.55 and 56, right around there. 16.61, 16.64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 16.70. Yes, sell there. They'll pull it back to 16.48. And I'll tell you right now, if they don't make it fall back from 1666, if they can't make the price fall back from 1666 to 1650, then don't sell at 1676 and 77. Take those orders out and sell at 1683, 84, 86, 87, 88, 16 to 9, say 1690. Okay? I'm telling you, if it gets to 1666 and you sell at 64, 66, 61, 1660s right there, and then they don't pull it back to 1649 or 50 or at minimum 1655, then take away your 1677, 67, because I tell you to sell at 76 and 77. But if they can't take it from 66 down to the 50s, then you need to go ahead and take those 70s out, and then it'll go on up to 83, 84, 86, 87, 88, maybe 89 and 90, because of momentum pushing it past the 88 where they want to stop it at 6, because they want to stop this at 1688, and I'll tell you why. Because at 1688, SoFi is an $18 billion company, everyone, and they can move over to the S&P 500. All right, just letting you know, at 1688 per share, SoFi will be market cap 18 billion. So there will be resistance there. Be ready for it. And I could be wrong, but I don't think so. So at 1688, and you can sell up to 1670, but after that, I think you're going to fall way back down to 1630, 1631, 33, maybe even 1613. But they're going to hit it hard at 1688. I promise you. Now, if they don't hit it again from 1666, 1677, 1688, if they don't pull it back from 1688 to 1666, then they're in big trouble. If it can't pull from 1688 back to 1666, 1667, they're going to be in dire straits, and then it's going to go over 17 quickly then. And then we're going to have ourselves a run. So if we could see that happen, folks, that would be the best scenario, is to see this thing get to 1666 and not pull back to 1649 or 50, and then get to 1688 and not pull back to 1666. They can only get 1681 or 2. Man, if we see that, then we're going over 17, folks. You'll see. Mark my words, folks. I know what I'm talking about when it comes to these numbers. And once we break 17, we're going to go to 1750. And once we break there, we'll come on back down to, 1713, 1701. But then we're headed for the 18s for sure. And after 1850, we're on our way to 22. There's space up there. There's just gapping space there. There's never been any volume in between 1850 and $22. There's never been any trading in between there. When they brought it down, it fell right through that zone. There was no trading there, no accumulation of any kind in the from $22 down to 1850. There was no accumulation of any kind there. There was no accumulation. Go back and look at 2021, 2020. You'll see what I mean when the price went from $24 down to 18, $24, and there's never been anything there. And there's not anything there now. So when we go over 1850, boom, 22 bucks. And I bear witness, you'll all see that Catfish Tyler was right one day about that call. Just as right as I was when I told you a year ago to buy this stock in the 5s and 6s because it was going to go over 10 again. And I told you it was going to go over 11, and I told you it would break 12. And I look back to some of my songs, and it's funny because I talk about going over 10, and the song, I underestimated the stock myself. I said, when we break 13, I said, we're 16. And the song said, I can't remember, I think it said 12. We were in the $6 range, and I was writing, and when we go over 12, the shorts won't believe it because none of them conceived it. And here we are at 16. And some of you don't even believe that because I don't think you conceived it either. Like, holy crap, Catfish, I bought this with you in the 6s, and it's a freaking 16 plus, and it's going for 18, you said? And then 22? Yes. Yes. That's what it's going to do. That's what SoFi is going to do. And quicker than most people think, in my opinion. Oh, it just takes one more of these breaking news stories. Which top 4 and 5 bank did they get? Galileo, come on. Break the news. And let me tell you something. When that 4 or 5 bank is disclosed, the number 1 and 2 will all come rushing to Galileo if they haven't already. Because guess what? They don't want to get passed by the bank that just was number 4 and 5 that just took Galileo into made a networking with them. Oh, they don't want to get passed up. They want that number 1. They still want to hold that top, king of the hill. And if this number 4 or 5 bank gets Galileo involved with them, and then they escalate quickly because all of their costs they're not losing as much money, they're creating more revenue, they're using more of their data from their customers. I mean, the whole thing is just a beautiful scenario, folks, for us. It's beautiful. So I'm very excited about SoFi for everybody. Congratulations if you did buy it with me in the 6s and 7s, which I know many of you did. Yeah, great stuff. Thanks for the time and knowledge. So listen, folks, have your sell orders in there high tomorrow, okay? Go on up into the 18s. Go up into the 18s. Put them up to 1888. I can't tell you that it's going to go there. I'm not guaranteeing you it will, but it could. I mean, you just do not know. Put your orders in the 19s and the 20s and the 21s and 22s. Raise your expectations. Because if you do, then when the news breaks and the price escalates on that thing, boom, you catch those sell orders. If you don't have the orders there, folks, you won't catch them. You need to do what I'm saying, folks. Put your orders in good till canceled as high as they'll let you put them up. And keep putting them in the numbers on my sheet. Because at one of those numbers, it's going to stop and then it's going to drop from there 50 cents or 75 or even $1 or $1.20 even. Because we're in volatile times with SoFi, and they're going to take advantage. See, here's what you got to understand. The hedge funds know that most of the majority of the shares held by SoFi are held by retailers. They know that for a fact. It's a known fact. SoFi only has 50% institutional ownership right now. But prior to that, it was 70% retail ownership just a year and a half ago. When I started out, there was 37% institutional ownership 2 years ago. That's 63% retail. Well, they could annihilate retail. I mean, just weak retailers, just beat them up and down, and make so much money. And I showed you that chart. that piece of paper I had that had down in the 4s and back over 10 and down to the 6s and back over 10 and in the 7s, over 11, back into the 6s and then over 10 and then down in the 7s. And man, I mean, easy to run it way up and down. But it's different. It's different now. It's different. SoFi is a different company. And you remember, and I'm going to let you know in case you don't, when SoFi was priced at $24 a share and $25 a share, they didn't have jack crap back then. They just were lending out money to students. That's it. 95% of their revenue was through student loans. No wonder their price dropped from 24 all the way down to 445. Everybody thought they'd close their doors once the student loans were pulled out from underneath them. Well, it's a different SoFi now. Okay, listen, I'm not going to keep going on. You guys have heard all this before. But I just wanted to tell you tomorrow, put your buy orders in down here in the low 15s. Okay? 1513, 14, 1530, 31, 33, 1538, 1540, 46, 47, 48, 49. Put your buy orders in there because, again, they're going to be swing trading this sucker and they're going to swing it way down right out of the morning, right out of the bat and beat it down. Sell, borrow shares and sell them all out right at the very beginning of the morning. Get it as low as they can and then get out of those positions and return those shares. Just more of them going to be returning shares. SoFi has been dropping from the 19% to 18 to 17 to 16 to 15 to 14% of the free float. Now 13%. The last time that it was checked, it was 133.09 million shares were shorted overall, and that's a low amount compared to what it was just 6 months ago. I think, and so does Cal over at Trending Stocks on YouTube. Go check him out if you haven't checked him out, and subscribe to Cal over there. I think Cal is going to he's going to be he's right on that they'll eventually only be down to 10%. These shorters are losing too much money these days. It's costing them billions of dollars. All right, everybody. Well, that's it. I'm going to end it right now. I got some stocks for us tomorrow. We're looking at HOVR. We're looking at PL. We're looking at OPTT. We're going to be looking at LCID. We're going to look at SERV. It was up 15.34% on Friday. And on the 5-day, it's up only 10%. But on the 1 month, it's up 51%. I want to watch SERV tomorrow. And we absolutely must look at RGTI. Folks, that stock is up 19% on Friday. And on 5-day chart, it was up 63%. And this is one Double K called out. And he was right. On the 1 month chart, RGTI, folks, is up 380%. 6 month, it's up 601%. RGTI, folks. Tomorrow, I'll see you. Be there 9:16 a.m. I might even come on earlier and start trading earlier. But I want you guys to be with me. And we're going to be watching these stocks. Thank you for your time. Yep. All right. Thank you very much, Heirloom Cedar. Hey, that's my ass fell off a cliff. Hang on. Let's see. Currency Brutus. SENS. All right. Thank you, Jerry Perez. Okay. TNX, LNS. They're suing infringement of some of their programs. Okay. Thank you, GR Perez D. Okay. NLST, they're suing for infringement of some of their programs. Okay. Jabin Kassar, hello and welcome. Victor Marmolejo, great stuff. Thanks for the time and knowledge. Victor Marmolejo, hit the like buttons. Poppers, let's support this excellent channel. DJ Trump, yes, sir. Oh, yeah. That's when my ass fell off a cliff, says Heirloom Cedar. Salim Akhtar, assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum, Sir Catfish Tyler. Our prayers, you're all been in the best of health, happiness, and safety. Sincere apologies, not able to follow last 3 months. As son in ICU, permission to send email. What is it? Yes, my email is tylerself@gmail.com. Right here. And here's the problem we're going to have. You can't read this the right way. Yeah, you can. Yay! tylerself@gmail.com. All right, back to the day trade on taxable account. Let's go. Yes. I hope it's not Wells Fargo. No, SoFi probably gaps up tomorrow. Thank you for your time. Bye, jackass. Okay. Apart from learning so much, first time I have made money consistently. All right, good, Victor Marmaleo. All right, Chip Diamond. Diamond. How much is 661s? 601s. How much is 601s? I'm not sure what you mean by that. But at any rate, hey, listen, folks, I'm going to get on ahead of you. Put your buy orders tomorrow at those numbers I told you. Put your sell orders at those high numbers I told you. And we might catch a major swing on SoFi tomorrow. Okay, everybody? Cheers. Thank you for being here with me. I appreciate it. I wish you all very, very good evening tonight. We'll see you tomorrow morning, 9:16 a.m. Eastern Time. Hey there, Keisha. You just caught the end of my show. If you want to back it up, you can listen to the whole thing, but I'm checking out right now. I'm telling everybody to put their buy orders in low tomorrow in the low fives. 513, 514, 531, 533, 548, 49, 550, 554, 55, 56. Put them in there low because they're going to try, I think, to knock it as low as they can early and get them in there good till canceled plus extended hours, okay? And then you might get some orders to fill that you never would have gotten otherwise to buy very low. And then after that, folks, the sell orders should be up in the 17s, 1706, 1707, 1708, 1688. Make sure you put them at 1684, 86, 87, 88. Put some sell orders even at 1664, 65, 66, or 1661. Folks, do these things, okay? Because from each of those numbers I just gave you, when they get down to the 1533 or 31, then it's going to go back up. When they get up to the 1666, it's going to come down. It's going to come down from 1688 and down to buy at 20 cents more, less. Then it'll go on up over 17. But these numbers are going to be worked big time. SoFi is going to become a very good day trading stock, folks. Trust me. So be here tomorrow. We'll see you. We'll make a lot of money, I hope. God bless each and every one of you. Hope that you're surrounded in happiness and good fortune in your endeavors and your investments. And as always, that you're in the best of health, everyone. Cheers to each and every one of you. Back to my Captain Morgan and eggnog and my beautiful wife. We'll see you tomorrow morning, 9:16 a.m. Eastern Time. God bless each and every one of you. And you're surrounded, hopefully, with love. Bye bye.